The new Jason Statham movie that happens every January. I think that's what he does now. He's a
Yeah.
January movie guy.
By the time this review comes out, it'll be February now. But whatever. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still the trend, right? For 3 years strong, the trend has, for us at least, has been to cover a Jason Statham early in the year movie. First it was Beekeeper, then it was the highly regarded Working Man last year from us. We had glowing things to say about that film.
It went on a
And
list.
it went on a list.
Not the best of list, but it went on a different list.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that episode. Let's try not to talk too much about that, because that was kind of like my bar when I went into this. Not the same director, mind you. All right. So we have a different completely different director, similar in terms of story, and similar in terms of setup, and premise, essentially, as those kinds of movies. It's Jason Statham and a Jason Statham vehicle. He's going to be the badass, stoic guy who just can wreak havoc, or especially when it comes to like seeking out revenge, right? And this is one of those movies.
Does the name Michael Mason ring any bells?
Mason isn't just an assassin. He's a precision instrument.
He's like a guy who disconnects from the world, and for whatever reason, he gets reactivated, and all those special skills turn on, and then he just starts wreaking havoc, and the authorities are baffled by his expertise, and he's probably protecting someone along the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mentioned to you in the theater. It kind of I feel like he's almost going the Steven Seagal route when he's coming to some of these movies sometimes, where it's like, oh, he's the best of the best. He was the top of his class. Like, everybody's talking so highly of him, but then at least Jason Statham can back it up with his physicality, with his presence,
Sure.
As where Steven Seagal looks like, he just looks like he does now. So
Steven Seagal looks like he just really wants to sit down.
It's a little slow in the beginning, but let's get the story out of the way, more specifically for this movie, even though we kind of summarized it for like the last three.
I mean, that summary sums up all his movies of late. So yeah, let's be more specific.
I bring you supplies week after week, yet you never leave here. Why is that? Most people just say thank you.
Jason Statham is a recluse who's living on an island with an abandoned lighthouse, separated from the world. And once a week, he gets deliveries from this man in a boat who is accompanied by his niece. And one day, there is a really bad storm. The boat goes down, and Jason Statham is able to rescue the niece, but her uncle unfortunately dies. And what happens is the little girl, played by Bodhi Ray Brethnick, she needs medical attention. And Jason Statham, he's in hiding for a specific reason. He's really hesitant. And so what happens is he eventually goes back to civilization to get medicine for this girl. And in doing so, he gets flagged by somebody's camera, and it activates a very secret MI6 sort of surveillance software. Mm-hmm. And so that because they catch him with facial recognition, retinal scanning or whatever, it shows that he is a man of importance, and so they send
man of a particular skill.
So they send a special team after him. He dispatches them. All happens in the trailer, and then from there, Jason Statham realizes that his cover is blown, and he has to escape. And the girl was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and so he's like got to protect her while the authorities or whomever, Bill Nye, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Bill Nye.
wants to like get at Jason Statham for reasons. Like you'll find out throughout the course of the movie.
Book the reservation with baggage. You need to throw everything you've got at him.
Like you're sitting with the characters, right? Like we're kind of building this mystique around Jason Statham. And
Mystique.
Well, he's like, besides like, well, I wonder how much of a badass he is on a
really
scale
big
of
air quotes here.
on a scale of 9 to 10. Like how much of a badass is Jason Statham in this movie? Yeah, but he's like you're kind of with the characters for a while, and I guess I'm gonna be a little bit more nice to the film this time around because like. They surprisingly spend a lot of time trying to set up the characters and their relationship with one another. Whether you agree is successful or not, like we're spending a lot of time with them, like trying to develop them because at first he comes off as very cold to her, to the niece. And then throughout the course of the movie, it develops kind of forced in a way. It feels a little bit forced, but I give it some adulation that like it actually tries to do it. And by the end of it, it's like, all right, fine. Like you can tell that he
warms up to her at the end.
Yeah.
So,
whether it's successful or not, I don't know. Yeah.
So you're correct. They do it right by starting slow and trying to build their relationship. And that's how you should do it. You know, you need to care about these characters so then when they put her in danger, when she's in peril, he's reluctantly saving her. And then at the end, like you want him to save her. That's how these sort of movies go. Mm-hmm. She warms his cold heart because he's just this curmudgeon. He barely says a word. And that's kind of my problem with the opening. She is desperately trying to pierce this guy's thick skin. And for whatever reason, Jason Statham decided to approve this script where he just doesn't react and really say much to her. So it's hard for her to get through to him, and it's hard for us to really feel that their relationship is growing. It's only through the course of the movie, because you're really just sitting with them, that eventually you warm up. But for me personally, as you said, it just felt really forced.
I need a way out for her. She's just a kid who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Come on!
I think what my major issue with the film is how it feels like a lot happens, but nothing happens, right? So essentially, Jason Statham's on the lam, and there's one dude played by, get the actor's name, Brian Vigier, who is essentially playing what? Like this, he's like essentially what Jason Statham's character was initially when he was part of this elite assassin program. Right now, there's a younger, hotter version of him who is out to kill him. Right, and every time they have a confrontation, it's like 2 steps forward. One step forward, 2 steps back in terms of like advancing the story. And I get it. You need to have this cat and mouse thing, but out of a nearly 2-hour movie, it does kind of feel like, all right, rinse and repeat.
It's formulaic, but it kind of, I guess you can say this is like generic action movie almost. Mm-hmm. So they're not breaking the mold here. They're not doing anything too different.
Are they going to arrest you?
It's not the police I'm worried about. The people that are doing this broke the only rule that matters to them.
So let's get into it, Will. What did you think about the action of Shelter?
Yeah, yes, the last thing I said was before we cut off was that I find Jason Statham action movies to be kind of forgettable. They might even be show a modicum of fun at the time, but then a couple days later I start to forget them. And this is already happening. It's already been a couple days since I've seen Shelter, and I'm already forgetting the movie. I don't think there's a lot of noteworthiness to it. But from what I recollect, it's probably one of the better edited ones. I'm putting that big quotation marks, big question mark there, because you're seeing Jason Statham with slightly longer choreography. Slightly. It's not edited to shit, from what I recall. It is still I think there are moments where it's clear that it's not actually him doing some of those kicks and stuff. But for the most part, it's actually him on screen. So I can kind of commend the movie. But that's really not much else I want to say about the action, though, right?
Brian Vigier is definitely the standout. He's a really good physical antagonist to Jason Statham. He's keeping up with him really well. I feel like you see his face a little more, and he can keep up with the choreography as to where with Jason Statham. Obviously, he's getting older. He's in a lot of these nice shots where you can see him and Brian are exchanging choreography. But then with certain moves, it's like, okay, yeah, they're doubling Jason Statham. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. The middle fight in the movie is easily the best one.
Yeah.
But then after that, they fight on the dock at the end, and it's a little hard to see stuff because it's really dark at night. So there's, a little more editing, a little more doubling. It's fine, but it's not memorable. Like that fight in the middle is cool because of the combinations that both performers exchange when it's clearly them and it's unbroken without too many edits. But then after that, like he dispatches some guys on the island, but that's not anything, honestly. So it's kind of all we have. It's a little light on the fights.
This is the first movie in a while where I see Jason Statham actually get hurt, or he's going toe to toe with somebody.
Oh, right? Yeah, good call. He's not a Larry Stu in this movie.
Well, I mean, he's still a badass because, we still have to write him like that. But he's, in some instances, he's being bailed out by the little girl, right? The only reason why he's surviving is because the little girl is helping him out.
I mean, not in the way you would think where she's where she's kicking ass. No, she's indeed a tiny little girl, but she does assist. And I guess, I don't know, is that for the girlfriend in the crowd? Like, oh, look, she's helping him out.
I mean, I like this more than Working Man. That's a very low bar to pass.
Yeah,
but I think I just generally like this more than that. It's been so long since I watched Beekeeper. I want to say I might have enjoyed Beekeeper more, but I'd say they're kind of on the same wavelength.
I would absolutely disagree with you on that. Beekeeper was so much more entertaining than this was.
Yeah, but that was stupid fun. This was a more serious action movie.
This is more serious, but I would not. If we didn't get an advanced screening, I would have preferred to see this in the comfort of my own home. So, I mean, that's kind of my review and my recommendation of it. I mean, unless you're a diehard Jason Statham fan, I think you can wait for this one to go to on demand or VOD and just enjoy it on like a sleepy Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, in a weird way, it's kind of agree though. I don't think much of it. It's fine. I don't think it's I think it's a harmless movie to watch.
Harmless is a good word.
Yeah.
No country, no badge.
You're gone. Now gone. Unshackled.
It's like, look, another Jason Statham movie. And it's only like one every year.
Well, there's always a Jason Statham movie in January now. There's always a Gerald Butler movie in January now. How about they just team up and dominate January with one epic January action film where they're fighting against a government conspiracy where they're both experts in like the alphabet organization, CIA, FBI, PTA, whatever.
The PTA?
And they're fighting for their kids now at this point. Both their kids have been kidnapped. It's like mistaken identity, so they have to fight each other in the end. There you go. There's your perfect January movie.
I like it. Just a bunch of teachers getting beat up.